Let's talk about ad angles. How does one make sure that they have a proper ad angle and that it will convert? I used to be spending hours trying to think of ad copy ideas until I found these 3 ways to generate ad angles for you consistently. So in today's video, I want to share these 3 ways with you and show you how can you save a lot of time and speed up your copywriting process while being able to iterate and come up with ad angles effectively. My name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications to be one of the first to know about these cutting edge e-commerce marketing tips posted on the channel every week. So the first of 3 ways that I think you can come up with ad copy is going to be by looking at Google Analytics. If you go on Google Analytics, again, Google Analytics is such an amazing tool. It is so underutilized right now. Internally, our CMO actually is currently working on a training about Google Analytics because we've came to realize in the past couple of months how valuable it was as an asset for ourselves as well as our clients. It's great for tracking, for again demographics. It's great to help us create new audiences, to help create new ad angles. It is great for so many things, as well as even CRO. So literally Google Analytics is your friend if you're an e-commerce business owner. So first and foremost, on the left, you want to go to audience, and then you want to go to interests, and you want to go to overview. From overview, you look at the affinity categories as well as in-market segments and other categories. What does that tell you, first of all, is basically what are your customers looking at as well as looking at your brand, right? What, besides your brand, what else do they do in their daily lives? And you can find some hidden gems right here that can kind of tell you a lot about the persona. So this, as I mentioned earlier, is great to create audiences, but it's also great to reverse engineer, again, who is looking at my ads. So especially if you're targeting broad, it'll be a little hard to know, again, who am I targeting, who actually clicks on these ads, but you'll be able to see that with Google Analytics. So looking at that brand is an example right there, and you can do so by each market segments, but basically each market segment here will kind of tell you a little bit more about this persona. So first of all, looking at the affinity categories, let's look at the top, the top couple of ones. It's value shoppers. You can also see shopaholics right there. So okay, we know those are people that like to shop. Then pet lovers, well, obviously they love pet. This is a pet brand stats that we're seeing right there. So it's good to see that they love pet, but they also love cooking. And not only do they love cooking, they love movies. And then you can kind of see here TV. So, okay, they love movie. They love anything TV wise. So they love TV, they love food, and they love to shop. Okay, 3 nice things that we can use in our copy. And then looking at the in-market segments, which one are our top 3 ones? Women's apparel. Okay, so now if the same people that like our brand are pet lovers, like cooking and like TV and like to shop around, and they love to specifically shop for women's apparel, it's safe to assume that it's mainly women, right? So we got women. Home decor also. So okay, they kind of like to decorate their house. It's good to know. And then this last one right there, celebrities and entertainment news, dogs, weather. Cool. So already right there, again, I can kind of tell this is a woman that watches a lot of TV. She knows about the celebrities, the news, anything, entertainment wide in this world. She knows. We can kind of see that also by the weather, right? If she watches the weather, we know that this is a woman who watches her TV. And then from there, we also know that she likes cooking, she likes to shop. Perfect. That's who we're speaking to. So whenever writing copy, there's so many angles that we could use right there. We could first of all basically use an angle about something of actuality in the news, right? Right now, as an example, there's the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Well, it's something that we could probably use in the copy, or again, maybe not directly, but we could refer to that. Whenever the Will Smith incident happened with Chris Rock, I think we can all remember that. Then that could have been something that we could have used again in this case, because we're appealing this audience that we're targeting right there that we want to write to is a woman-based audience that likes TV, likes news, and likes celebrities. Cool. It's probably a woman that knows all of these things and would be inclined to react to these things. That's one angle. Another one, food. Right now we're selling pet accessories. So she has a pet, but she also loves cooking. We could make something around that. Don't you want to be alone when you cook? You want your pet to leave you alone when you cook, something like that. Get this toy that'll allow them to be, busy and play for hours and leave you alone. We could use that same angle for TV, right? That's, again, same angle. You want to be alone while you watch your favorite TV show? Then, buy your pet X, toy, and don't leave you alone for hours. So basically that, helps you create ad angles by looking at what type of audience is responding to your brand at this moment, and it gives you a good persona around this type of person. Then the second most efficient way for you to write ad copy is literally from reviews on your website. Take a look at your own website, or if you don't have any reviews, or you're a small brand and essentially you're creating, you have a product but you don't really know what to write about yet because you don't have this Google Analytics data, that's cool. What you can do, go on a competitor's website, take a look at what people are saying good, take a look at also what people are saying bad, and use that to your advantage. Let's take a look at both examples right here. If we take a look at only 5-star reviews, this duo got rid of my cystic acne. I'm obsessed is a keyword with this duo, as well as everything they produced. I had cystic acne. I still have acne, but it's pretty minimal, and I'm consistently seeing my skin heal more and more. Perfect. Basically, that could be an angle for that, right? It removes cystic acne. You'll progressively see a healthier skin. People say, our customers say they're obsessed with our products, so on and so on. Never strips my skin or feels greasy. It's not greasy, right? Moisturizer soaks in, leaving my skin hydrated. So leaves their skin hydrated after a very minimal amount. Honestly, this is one of the top items in my budget every month. Cool, right? Those are all big keywords that can be used in your copy. You can attack this from somebody who had a transformation. I had this problem back then. Now I don't anymore. So if this was my brand, I could be like, all right, let me write about that specific problem, because there's probably, chances are if somebody writes about that on their site, it's probably other people experiencing the same problem. And I could also just pick out keywords out of this to help me have some inspiration for future ad angles. Now, let's take a look at a 1-star review. This is especially great if you're looking at your competitors. Let's take a look at this right there. Let's just assume for a second this was a competitor of mine. I can take a look at this first review right there. I really do not like this cleanser. Okay, let's dive deeper and see why does this person not like this cleanser. I wanted to give my regular cleanser a break and try something new, but this cleanser really isn't for me. Okay, why is that? I was first disappointed in how small the bottle is for the price. Okay, so they're not really getting the value. It's small bottle. And how also the pump actually works with the product. The cream is so thick, and I found the pump doesn't work well, and sometimes it won't come out at all, which is very frustrating. The product itself makes me break out and leaves my skin feeling kind of greasy. So you know what, that one, let's probably discard that, because we've seen that as a good thing for some others. That's, I think, comes down to personal preference. Some like it, some don't. But small bottle, they don't get the value out of that, and the pump is not smooth. If I was, a competitor, I would probably capitalize on this opportunity and saying, you get basically bigger bottle than our competitors. You got more, a bigger bang for your buck essentially than our competitors. Blah blah blah. That could be my angle. Or we have this whatever technology that makes it so satisfying to pump out your lotion, whatever that is, and you show a video of that. You show essentially a video of somebody pumping out and how satisfying that is, because satisfying ad videos are performing amazingly well. The satisfying videos on the rise on TikTok, on Instagram, and so forth. So if ever you want to run an ad and you're out of ideas about what to run, a satisfying video will do the trick. And the last thing I want to share with you is something that I've shared on the channel before, but it's the AIDA framework. And a lot of that kind of comes from your own personal experience as a marketer. So AIDA framework, by the way, is about the attention, interest, desire, and action. So basically, always think about these 4 terms. I just shared in a recent video exactly how you can use this specific framework to come up with copy ideas, but to kind of give you a bit of an idea of how you can come up with an angle with that is you only really have to think about the initial piece of the AIDA framework, which is attention. How do you grab attention? And a good place to start for that, browse TikTok. Browse your TikTok For You page and look at any TikTok that has a high number of likes, comments, shares, a high number of interactions. And take a look at the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. Usually TikTokers that are having success with certain videos are actually doing great at creating a strong hook. Hook is all you want to focus on when it comes to an ad, because this will direct everything that follows. People won't keep reading if the hook is not good enough. So focus on creating a strong hook by browsing on TikTok and literally looking at these best performing videos, and you can copy word for word their hooks, but simplify it or change it around for your product. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand or store owner making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand, I invite you to click on the first link in the description down below to book in a very short 15-minute demo call with our team. On that call, we'll take a look at your brand and see if you're a good fit for our e-commerce marketing program, and if that's the case, we'll help scale you up through paid ads, ad creatives, as well as email and SMS. And worst comes to worst, we'll leave you with the free action plan to implement on your own. On that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.